A very good morning to you children. Today, in the sixth video of the chapter heat, we are going to learn about another mode of transfer of heat, that is convection. Last video we studied about conduction, which is the process of transfer of heat in solids from a region of higher temperature to the region of lower temperature without actual movement of molecules. Okay, but convection is different. Here the molecules, they move from one part to another part. Now in solids, is it possible for the molecules to move from one part to the another part? No. Why? Because the molecules in solid are tightly packed and actual movement of molecules in the solid is not possible. Okay. So convection does not take place in solid because molecules do not move. Isn't it? Then where do convection takes place? Convection takes place only in fluids. Now what are fluids? Fluids are liquids and gases. So convection takes place in liquids and gases. Okay, then what is convection? The mode of the transfer of heat in a liquid or a gas, we can term it as a fluid. Okay, the mode of transfer of heat in fluids where the molecules actually move from one part of the fluid to the other part. Okay, now we know water is a fluid, isn't it? But then we know that water is a bad conductor of heat. Then how does the water get heated up? When a fluid is heated, it is when you heat water, let us suppose that when you heat water, it expands and it becomes lighter. Okay, the portion of the water that is nearer to the flame, it expands and it becomes lighter. The lighter and the warmer molecules, they become energetic. Okay, and they rise up. Clear? Why? When they rise up, the molecules in the colder region, they are heavy and they move down to take their place. Okay, and there is circulatory movement in the fluid. This circulatory movement in the fluid is known as the convection current. Okay, this convection current, it continues till the entire liquid comes to the same temperature. Okay, this we will understand with the help of this experiment. In activity 6 it is given. With the help of these experiments, we will understand this. Here we have taken a beaker, water inside it, then a Bunsen burner and potassium permanganate crystals. Okay, you fill the beaker with water and you place potassium permanganate crystals in it. Drop the potassium permanganate crystals. Okay, what will happen when you heat it? The crystal will start dissolving in the water and coloring it. Okay, then you pour some water slowly into the beaker without disturbing the crystal, and you heat it. When you will heat it, you will see that the colored water, what happens? The water over here at this center where the heat, where the flame is hitting the beaker, the water at that portion, it gets heated up. Okay, when this gets heated up, it will become, the molecules over here, the molecules at this place will become lighter isn't it? Because they will gain energy because of the heat and they will rise up. They will become lighter and they will rise up. When these molecules rises up, what happens? The cold water from this region at the top of the beaker, it is heavier than this warm molecules, so it comes down. Okay, it comes down and it takes the place over here. Then again this cold water which has come down, it will be heated up and then again it will rise. This process continues till all the water in the beaker comes to the same temperature. Okay, the colored water rises up from the place where the heat is supplied, and after moving to some distance, it spreads out and it comes along the sides of the beaker, because from here, when it will spread up, from here from the top of the beaker, it will mix up with the cold water and it will come down. In the end, you will find that the whole water has become colored. Okay, and this flow of current, see, this flow of current is known as convection current. Understood? Now let us understand this well with the help of few examples of convection currents in air. You must have heard about sea breeze and land breeze. Okay, these two breezes, the sea breeze and the land breeze, they are examples of convection currents that is set up in air in coastal areas. What happens? In the daytime, land gets heated up. Okay, here you keep a note that land always gets heated up faster than water. Okay, so land gets heated up during daytime. The air that is in contact with the land, it becomes hot and it rises up. Okay, so what is created over here? A vacuum is created. When this air rises up, the cooler air that is above the sea, it rushes towards the land to take its place. Okay, this setup of convection current is known as sea breeze. Okay, land gets heated up, the air above the land becomes warm and it rises up. Okay, when this rises up, this air rises up, then a vacuum is created above the land, and to fill this vacuum, the cooler air from the sea, they flow towards the land. This process continues and this is known as sea breeze. Then after sunset, what happens? During night time, I told you that land gets heated up faster than water. When this gets heated up faster than water, then it gets cooler also faster than water. Okay, so land cools down much faster than water. The air above the sea is warmer than that above the land. Okay, and this air above the sea, since it is warmer, it rises up. Okay, when this air above the sea rises up, the cooler air from the land, it comes to take the place of the vacuum that is created above the sea. Okay, it rushes, the cooler air from the land, it rushes towards the sea. Okay, this is called land breeze. Clear? Then another application of convection current is chimneys. Why are chimneys fitted in factories? Chimneys are always fitted at a greater height, isn't it? Then you have ventilators also in your house at a greater height. isn't it? Why? Because when the air inside the room, why are ventilators at a height? Because when the air inside the room, it gets heated up, the warm air containing the carbon dioxide, it rises up. Okay, it rises up, and then cooler fresh air, it flows in through the ventilators. And tall chimneys are fitted in factories. Why? To remove the undesirable smoke and gases from the industrial furnace. What happens? These gases and smoke, they are hot and they escape through the tall chimneys, because hot air is lighter and it rises up in the atmosphere. Clear? Then air conditioners. Air conditioners, they are always installed near the ceiling. You will find that air conditioners are installed near the ceiling above the window. Why? For effective cooling. What happens? Warmer air in the room, it rises up. Okay, and cooler air from the air conditioner, being denser, it comes down to take the place of the vacuum that is created, because the warm air from the room has risen up. Okay, so this sets up a convection current. Understood? Now